twice. 6 chances, and I didn't catch it until you came in and be like, tell me you did not just paint Thousand Acre Woods.
Yeah, I was looking at like all the logos, and then right at the end, I'm like, this bitch really thinks lazy ass Winnie the Pooh went through 1,000 acres to get his. Alright, puppers, welcome back to some more of Darksiders. Alright, so with the Crossblade and more of the Twilight Cathedral explored, we're going to try to finish this area in this part to reach Tiamat upon her roost. That's our goal. Now, Tiamat is usually like the mother of dragons, but in this interpretation, she is the mother of bats.
Okay.
So she is the queen of bats. But I don't think her origins is in D&D, but she's most popular in D&D. She's a multi-headed dragon, and each head is like a different element.
Okay.
It's like the fire dragon, the blue dragon, the zombie dragon.
We had one of those in, oh my god. Aurora.
The Aurora what?
With Aurora.
Oh, with Aurora.
Child of Light.
Child of Light, okay.
There was like the multi-headed snake, and each one was an element.
Yeah, guides call that the Hydra. I think it's more similar to Tiamat. Because a Hydra is a serpent that multiplies its heads when you decapitate it.
Yeah.
Whereas Tiamat is a multi-headed dragon. It doesn't grow a head when you decapitate one. It is just, each head represents like a different beast, basically.
Yeah.
Alright, so anywho, we're gonna take down more of these armored brutes. Strip away their armor and then cut them into pieces. Oop, don't use my healing items. They're very expensive and you only can get so many in the game. So we'll save them for a rainy day. Let's just say that.
Do that with when I like don't have a lot of band-aids on me. I'm like, okay, is this one band-aid worthy?
I'm like that too. I'm like, 'tis but a scratch.
Whenever I was a framer, we used to make Mand-Aids. So like if one of us got cut in the frame shop, like we wouldn't put a Band-Aid on it. We would just clean it up and wrap tape around it.
Towel, duct tape.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because like Band-Aids would fall off. Like they would... You could get stuff on people's pictures where, like, if we wrapped it in, like, a paper towel and tape, then it wouldn't leak. So we called them Mand-Aids.
Okay.
Man-Band-Aids.
Well, all right then. I just remember moments where I did roofing and I'd get certain cuts and stuff and it'd be like...
Sometimes, like,
is this severe enough to go to the emergency room?
Oh, yeah.
Or can we walk it off and keep going?
I 100% have had several of those of, like, will this need stitches?
Yeah. It's like, this will be fine.
And then I have to, like, make the wound talk. Because if it can talk with an open mouth, it needs stitches. If it's just mumbling, we're fine. Put a Band-Aid on it. Yeah.
Like... cross stitch around the mouth.
Right.
It's like, well, alrighty then.
Oh my gosh. So, fun little aside. I wasn't going to tell you, but it makes sense in this current conversation.
Alright.
So, I was making a craft for our wedding.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad, but... well, because not only you, but your coworker told me to be careful. Oh
my god.
So I was cutting pieces of wood with a handsaw. I didn't use an electric saw because I was like, you know, the wood pieces are already kind of small. So I didn't want to use an electric saw and risk messing up the pieces because I bought all of them, so there are none left in the store. And I also didn't have anywhere currently that I could cut them safely.
Right.
So I was like, okay, it's fine. I'll use a handsaw.
Well.
So I was trying to, like, hold the stack, because I was just cutting through the stack of wood, not, like, one piece at a time. Mm-hmm. So I was holding with one side and then cutting with my other hand, with my dominant. Yeah, I'm sorry, hiccups.
Mm-hmm.
And the wood, I didn't think it through, And when I cut through, like, the first piece of wood...
You didn't think a lot of things through.
I didn't, but I made it work.
We'll get to that in a minute.
But, like, the piece that I was holding, I had, like, my full weight on it to hold it down so I could cut. And then when I cut through the first piece, I slipped. Okay. And my thumb caught the saw.
Of course it did. Luckily, it was a handsaw, so you probably just got a little bruise.
Oh, no, it broke skin. It was bleeding. And I was like, damn it, I had 3 people tell me to be careful today.
That would require you to listen.
Yeah.
So anyway, so you make these signs, and it's a lovely idea on paper. In execution...
Well, it's a lovely idea in execution as well if I had executed it the way intended.
So for starters, the idea is for our wedding, you're going to make like a big signpost that has like a sign for like each fancy area, for lack of a better term. So we got like Oz, the Shire, Hyrule, Wonderland, and they're supposed to be pointing in different directions.
But since I cut the stack of wood all together, all the arrows were facing the same way.
Yes.
And I didn't even catch it because, you know, I very easily could just flip it over and use the backside of the wood.
Right.
No.
No.
I painted them all facing the same direction.
Okay.
Fantasy worlds are this way. The other way is reality. We don't want to go there.
Yeah. So there's a little secret down here I learned that, I learned this after my first playthrough, but if you light all of the torches, you get a treasure chest. Yeah. So it's very easy to bypass because all you have to do is, like, light enough torches to blow open the wall, and you get 1 treasure chest. But if you light every single torch in this room, you get another treasure chest. So yeah, nice little secret. But there we go. There it is.
I have to redeem myself in saying I just cut off the arrow parts, and I'm just going to paint arrows on the signs now.
Yes.
So it worked out.
That redeems fluke number 1. Fluke number 2 is funny as shit. So, let's go down. So from top to bottom, we have the Shire, Witch Puppers. That's from the Lord of the Rings. We have Oz from the Wizard of Oz. Tatooine from Star Wars. Redwall Abbey, that's the Redwall series. Hyrule from The Legend of Zelda. Wonderland from Alice in Wonderland. Gallifrey from Doctor Who. Okay. Neverland from Peter Pan. Hogsmeade
from Harry Potter.
And the Thousand Acre Woods.
I had so many chances to catch it. So many, like, I'm embarrassed.
Do you guys know of the Thousand Acre Woods?
I'm embarrassed, okay? Because even, like, so what I did was I drew in pencil on the wood. So in each area has 2 arrows because it's 1 for the front, 1 for the back. So I drew in pencil twice.
Yep.
And then painted it on twice. And then painted the color over top twice. 6 chances, and I didn't catch it until you came in and be like, tell me you did not just paint Thousand Acre Woods.
Yeah, I was looking at, like, all the logos, and then right at the end, I'm like, this bitch really thinks lazy-ass Winnie the Pooh went through 1,000 acres to get his fucking honey. I'm just like, oh boy.
But I looked it up, and there is actually a 1,000 Acre Woods. It is a nature conservatory in Indiana, so...
Yeah, it's just nonfiction. That's the only difference.
It's fine.
And not Indiana Jones, Indiana the
No,
state.
like Indiana the state.
So it's nothing that we can really use for fiction, but it's here now, so...
I put
You're
it
just
at
gonna
the bottom,
add
okay?
From Indiana.
From Indiana.
Even though neither of us are from Indiana.
No. I mean, would it really be something nice for either of us if I didn't get something just wrong enough?
That's about accurate. So you know what now? I don't know which RPG, but I'm making an RPG where one of the forests is called the 1,000 Acre Woods. And it's going to be like, haha, that was a reference to my
We did
RPG that I planned just at the moment. We did it!
Yay.
We returned all 3 swords. Uh-oh. Be king undisputed, respected, saluted, and seen. What a wonder I am! But there we go. It rises up, and that unlocks the boss door.
Ooh.
Yeah, unlike Zelda Link's Awakening, you don't need a boss key, you just need to find a way to access the boss area. So in Link's Awakening and most Zelda games, you need the big key.
Right.
And that's how you access the boss. But now, I want to do this correctly. Damn. I want to do it correctly, doesn't mean I will. I want to throw this over here because there's another secret by that. Damn it. I just got to throw it right through that little hole. All right, take 3. A little bit further, a little bit further. We got it.
Yay!
All right, blow that up. Yeah, health upgrade. And that should be our final shard. So it increases our maximum health. We're going to need this for the boss battle ahead. Because Darksiders is a combination of puzzle bosses and combat.
Yeah. Which I can dig. I can dig that.
It's not just solving the puzzle. It's like, oh, you solved the puzzle, now I'm going to whoop your ass.
Facts.
Whereas in most games with puzzle bosses, it's, oh no, you solved the puzzle. I can't move. I'm dazed. I'm vulnerable. Whereas this one is just like, you solved my puzzle. I'm going to slap you upside your head. I hope you know how to dance.
One is a puzzle game with Mom. The other is a puzzle game with your stepdad, Bill.
That's right. All right, but before we take on the boss, what I want to do is do a little bit of shopping to make sure we're well prepared.
He's like, wait, I need $5 more.
Those are all of Tiamat's children. We're going to piss her off by just impaling all of her kin.
So I feel the need to allow just a little peek of what happens inside my brain.
You act like this is a first-time thing, but all right, let's go with it.
Have you heard... I know you've heard it because my sister has played it. But the song Unholy...
I believe so. Keep in mind, I don't know songs by names.
Yeah,
unless they're
it's like
super
you have to
popular.
hear like a part
I
of
have
the
to
lyrics.
hear them, and I'm just like,
So
yes,
it's like,
that one.
Down at the body shop doing something unholy.
Okay.
Okay. So that specific part has been stuck in my head for like a little while, but only being sung by Kermit the Frog.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of a YouTube short or something?
No, I don't know. It just happened one day at work, and I was like, at the body shop doing something unholy. And it just like, I can't stop now. So just Kermit the Frog singing just that one line.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Wesker!
You scared the sign. The whole thing was just like, oh.
Well, not only that, I would have guillotined the dog.
Aw.
Wesker's like, I can't poop, but I'd poop for that.
That'll help me, shit. Scared to poop right out of me. All right, so we're about to face Tiamat. We've already seen her before. She's the one that destroyed our steed.
Okay.
And who has been fighting that monster throughout the entire Twilight Cathedral.
Yes.
But now it's time to face her. The first of the 4 chosen.
I don't know if anyone watching has animals that they just do really gross, weird things that are just fucking hilarious. I will never forget the time I took Wesky out and you got in the car to go to work, and as you were driving off, he went to bark for you, and just as he barked, shot a turd. Like, he wasn't even in gargoyle stance or anything. He just, like, barked with such gusto. He just dropped a brick. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard.
All right, here we go. This is Tiamat. And you can tell she's the mother because she got little bat tits. Bat tits.
She's like, I am the leader of the itty bitty titty committee. Itty batty titty.
Could you imagine if she had one of those like pink pins to support breast cancer awareness? As a matter of fact, I'm going to give her a pin. There we go.
You know what they
So
say,
what you have to
ladies,
do
if
is-
they're flawless, you can go braless.
Tiamat, calm your tits.
No! Every time.
All right, so the strategy here is you take one of those sticky bombs, latch it onto her as she's flying around, then you ignite it, and it'll basically cause an explosion that causes her to crash into the ground, and then you can do some combos on her. Rinse and repeat until she gets pissed off, then she stays on the ground and says, all right, I'll just slice you up a little. Whee!
You know, my brain just did such a little jig.
Did it now?
Because I was like, man, why does it always have to be like the boobies hanging out? Like, it's always boobies. And then all I could think of was in Dante's Inferno of like Satan's like big dick just swinging around. And I'm like, yeah, let's just keep it with the boobies because that's disturbing.
This big old black goat dick.
Just like, I'm like, that's terrifying. Like,
No, you're right.
for the most part, the boobies aren't doing anything except for also in Dante's Inferno when they're spewing spiders, and it's really weird. And I was like,
I'm really looking forward to the Dante's Inferno playthrough. I know it's going to be hard and gruesome, but like, I really like the choices and like the characters and stuff.
it does look cool.
Like, it
from
is
what
a
I've
really
gotten
cool
to see,
aesthetic. Like, it's more than just fire and brimstone. You're going through like the
Yeah.
9 circles of hell.
Yeah.
And each circle is like very creative. I've only made it through Lust, so I'm still early on, but one day we will play Dante's Inferno.
Can we put a sensor bar over the big black goat dick?
Sure, if you want.
Just
There's
is this playthrough child friendly?
Oh, of course.
No.
It's the Deadpool video game. There's a moment where he like zips open his fly and he grabs a sensor bar and like slaps it on front of him before he like goes to take a piss.
That's funny.
He's like, whoop, hang on, gonna need one of these. Come on, man. Come on. You gotta be careful because she'll also swipe at you with her tail. And that can get you from afar. It's not funny. It hurts.
It's not funny.
It hurts very much. See? She's got those nasty goddamn velociraptor claws.
Just like that meme of the velociraptor, like thinking raptor. But like the claw used
Got
for the
her.
thinking raptor is his toe.
Go for it. Finish her.
You just ripped her wings off.
Yep. Well, keep in mind, we need her heart.
Their wings aren't in the way of her heart.
Do it! Tear out her heart while she still lives. I want to hear her scream. One of the chosen. I can grant your every wish.
Can you restore the balance?
Oh, that pissed him off. He was basically, hey, can you restore the balance? Can you clear my name? And she just laughs at him. So he's like, all right, you're losing your heart.
It's coursing with power. You really think he's going to let you live long enough to collect on your end?
So yeah, you know how in The Legend of Zelda, when you beat a boss and you get a heart container and it just looks like a little cartoon heart?
Yeah.
In this game, they're literal hearts. So there we go. Now that we have that, we also got a trophy like a bat out of hell. And there we go. That's the end of the Twilight Cathedral.
I feel like they should play a Meatloaf song. Like a bat out of hell. No, okay.
They just decided to stick to the trophy name.
Poor Meatloaf. The only song he is ever known for is I would do anything for love.
Without your feathered friend,
Not entirely true.
you escape this prison.
There's Paradise by the Dashboard Light.
Yeah, but that's definitely not as popular.
That's very true.
Proven yourself resourceful.
Oh, Volgrim. He's like, I see you got one of those hearts.
Perhaps I
Give it to me, and I'll make it worth your while.
So this right here interaction, it reminds me of in Dead and Loving It, when Renfield gets a paper cut,
Yep.
and Dracula's just like,
Yeah, that's basically what's happening here.
and for a price. So
But he's also letting us know about the fast travel in this game. So they are called serpent holes. We can use them so that we can warp back to previous areas we discovered.
okay.
I felt its power the moment you stepped from that tower. You wound me, horseman. I would never come between you and your friend Samael. No, I only wish to look
What are
at the
Fulgrim's
heart.
little wing
One
thingies?
glance, and our bargain is
They look like little stubs and
They
they're
look like
bandaged.
wingdings.
So if I were
Like
to
he
have
had
a
wings,
guess,
but the feather parts were cut off.
yeah. Knowing him, since he's like a shady salesman, he probably like swindled someone and they said, "All right, wings are gone."
Ripped his wings off.
horseman. Seek me out when you wish to use them.
It definitely
my,
makes sense because like he wouldn't be a powerful demon without wings.
Yeah.
So like perhaps he just decided to resort to selling shit.
In my long, passionate search on how to take care of chickens, I did learn that you do have to clip their wings or they will fly away.
I kind of figured that, yeah.
I mean, I assume chickens flew like turkeys. Like, turkeys fly, but they don't get very high up off the ground.
Right.
Granted, if you see a turkey flying at you, it's fucking
Run.
terrifying. But it was a video on how to, like, safely clip their wings so that they can get out of danger but not fly away.
Mm-hmm.
Which I knew would be similar. Like, I grew up with birds, so... And we always had to, clip their wings.
So these are the serpent holes. Usually with fast travel, you have like a loading screen or something,
Yeah.
but they decided to disguise that with just like these traveling methods. So different games use loading in different ways.
I would be, like, a little pissed off if I went to use fast travel and then fell down the void.
So if you fall down the void, you just like warp back.
Yeah,
up here.
auto-populate back up. But I'd
Yeah.
still be like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, there should be some like guardrails in the serpent holes.
There should be guardrails, a little rope bridge, a water fountain.
Yep.
A little snack station.
Exactly.
Dude's hungry. Like, come on. Could you just imagine a video game where, like, there's just little snack stations occasionally where you just, like, go and you're just like, can I have a granola bar?
I think that's an Earthbound. Like, not so much snack stations, but like there's a lot of like markets set up where it's just like, hot dog, get your hot dog here.
Yeah.
And there's like a wide variety of like healing items that are just based off American foods. So like you go to the shopping mall, you go to a little market, there's like a vendor outside and he's just like, hey, get your burgers here.
I kind of
There's a
want...
pizza delivery and you can call him so he can deliver you pizza.
I love it.
Yeah, Earthbound is very creative in those aspects of just like, it has a wide variety of items. And, like, most of them function the same, but, like, they are named after different
See, I think
American
deep
foods.
down in the very depths of my soul, though, I want a game that is serious like this one.
Okay.
Where it's like demons are taking over, everything's flying, and then just have like a hot dog vendor.
That could probably be Dead Rising. Now, that is a game where, like, you're stuck in the mall during, like, a zombie apocalypse. And you use the stores of the mall to take care of the zombies.
Yeah.
Like, you go into the lawn place and you grab a chainsaw and you just...
Yeah. Go into Rue 21 and get one of those
She suffered.
sharp necklaces.
Beautiful.
There it is.
But yeah, I just think it would be funny. Like,
Moves in tunnel.
you know, during this transaction, you just have a little guy in a hot dog cart with the umbrella, like, walking back, like, in the background. Hot dogs! Get your hot dogs! And then you have a demon, like, I'll take two. Like,
Not in this economy. Everyone just feeds off souls.
Changing the deal already.
soul dogs! Get your soul dogs! And you just have, like, a little soul in a hot dog bun.
He just took care of the Watcher real quick.
Ulthane is no ally of the Destroyer. But you won't find the Griever without confronting the Black Hammer. And that
Okay, so our second chosen is the Griever.
you don't possess. Yet.
What the hell do you think you're doing, Samael?
I'm altering the deal. Pray that I don't alter it any further.
Stifle the Horseman's true power in order to keep him on the Council's
This is a weird scene.
leash. War. Destroy this parasite.
You so much as blink at me, and the council will end you, both of you. I'm protected.
Not in here. You are War.
Oh my god.
Rider of the Red
Booby.
Horse. Not some puppet on this pathetic creature's strings.
War, I will make you suffer.
Focus your anger. A great rage stirs within you, clawing to get out. You must release it, or a puppet will remain. You are reborn.
What was that?
The horseman is broken, but there is still much power in him. For a moment I saw one who would stand alone against the Destroyer's army.
So now we unlocked like our rage again, like that big old titan that we could turn into at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the trophy Don't Make Me Angry. By the way, when we switch to the Switch version, we no longer get trophies. That's specifically a Sony thing.
Okay.
Microsoft calls them achievements. Sony calls them trophies. Nintendo calls them, I don't have time for that garbage.
For the win.
Nintendo's like, I don't really give a shit. So there you go.
Yeah, and just as a reminder, we are doing that simply because for the PS3 there was like something with the disc. It was like a corrupted file or
Something like that. Like there was a
Something-
specific point where it would auto-save and it would cause the PS3 to shut off.
yeah.
And I couldn't get past it, so I said, all right. And I made a poll before I even started this playthrough. It's
Of,
just like,
like-
do you want me to just change versions, or do you want me to like do a different playthrough and then in time I'll buy another
Yeah.
copy? Or and people just said, no, just continue
Yeah,
Darksiders, play a different
switch.
version.
Yeah, just switch.
Because the War
Switch to
Bastard
Switch.
Edition, exactly, is not all that different. It really isn't.
Yeah. You were showing me clips and I was like, I can't tell the difference.
It's
so
just
I'm sure
different
like
buttons.
super fans
so, like,
and things.
That triangle right there, that's going to be
Yeah.
changed to a different button
Right.
because triangle is a Sony thing.
Right.
But everything else, like with the exception of like the little button cues, it's going to be exactly the same.
Yeah. So
And
I'll
it is
probably...
actually the next part where we switch.
Okay. I'll have to adjust maybe the
Yeah, just remove the Sony logo and put the Switch logo in the thumbnails.
do I have the
I think so. I'll have to take a look.
I don't remember.
I will have to double check. But going back to that previous scene, it's kind of weird how Samael is just like, destroy this filth and unlock your true power. And you unlock it just by punching the Watcher in the face. Like, you don't have to destroy him, even though that's like the buildup. It's
I
like,
think that's like the style of comedy here though.
oh, okay.
Where it's like, destroy him, you can't, I'm protected, I'll have your head, and then you just punch him in the face. And I guess you destroyed his feelings.
You destroyed his confidence, the little weasel.
So,
And there we go. This is our chaos form. So basically, you can see that meter as
Yeah.
it's like depleting. So when it fills, each time you kill enemies, it's going to fill. When it fills completely, you can unlock the rage form.
Okay.
And then it just automatically depletes.
Okay.
When it's gone, you turn back into regular war.
Gotcha.
That's how it works. So you're going to build it through killing
It's-
enemies.
yeah.
And you just let it all loose once it fills.
right now playing Ys, there's a similar experience where like you can look beyond the veil, but only until your meter runs out.
Okay. All right, then. But yeah, we're going to preserve that for like the bigger hulking monsters. I don't think it's effective on bosses, but mini bosses.
Okay.
So yeah, even if I have it full, I'm not going to use it immediately. I'll save it for a good occasion.
Like those band-aids.
All right, so in the next episode, we're going to find Ulthane, the Black Hammer. He knows the passage to reach the Griever.
Where is that old thing? Okay. Toodles!
So we'll see you then.